Alright, what's up? Thanks for checking out my channel. Back to the star of the show, the star of my yard, in my eyes, until that Asian pear over here starts doing its thing. It's the Belle, Georgia peach tree that I got from Walmart back in 2018. Pretty sure it's 2018. It's got to have been. Man, what, 5 years already. The tree, I'm pretty sure, was already a year old whenever I got it. Could have been 2, maybe. But anyways, so it's quite large now. It's about 9 foot by 9 foot, maybe bigger. maybe 10 by 10. But anyways, let me get into it. The malathion and Captan seems to be working. Haven't had any problems with disease in the past, so I'm just using the Captan as a preventative. And then I got the malathion because this time last year, all these peaches were gone. They didn't even get this big last year. All right, those are pretty decent size, you know, for this time of, you know, them. This is where they're supposed to be at. Anyways, but the tree is absolutely loaded with fruit. Now, if you grow a peach tree and you don't know this yet, the tree does naturally have fruit fall. It will prune back fruit on its own. You just come out here and you shake your tree every day. Peaches will fall off. And whenever you're first starting out growing a peach tree for the first time, you know, it's a bit heartbreaking. It's a bit discouraging as well if you don't expect it. I know I didn't. I didn't know what was going on. I walk out here and I find a bunch of peaches on the ground. And I'm like, what the hell, man? Like, I'm doing everything right. Like, why am I losing fruit? But that's the tree. It knows what it's doing. You got to trust the tree. And fruit trees are a patience game. It's a commitment, you know? Like I said, this has been years that I've had this, half a decade, you know? And I've only gotten fruit off of it one time, you know? So it's a commitment, you know? It's not instant gratification with these things. And it takes work, and it's frustrating, discouraging. You want to chop it down and put something else that might be more productive in its place. Keep at it, figure it out, learn how to do it, and then master it, you know? And then, you know, you can be one of those people that are the talk of the town, where it's like, dang, man, like, you know, dude up the street's got the best damn peaches, you know, I've ever had, you know, kind of thing. You know, who doesn't like that? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so as far as pruning goes, because as I was saying, this tree has got way more fruit on it than it can, you know, handle. A lot of these peaches, like, look at this branch here. This is just on a small scale right here. Look how it's bent. It's because it's got too much weight on it, okay? You got something larger, a bigger branch, and it puts on all those peaches, this branch could likely snap, all right? And then what? You're out of a scaffolding branch. You're not getting that back, you know? So, you want to prune back. Places to prune, you look up into the tree, really scan around. You see how big this guy is? See how small these ones are? All of these ones on this branch, all of these are gonna go. Every single peach on this branch right here is going to go. We're just gonna pop them right off. Now, you wanna watch about doing this as well, because what you're doing is creating peach scent in the air, and it's gonna draw in bugs. It's just like when sharks smell blood in the water, you know, or catfish, whatever. You know, they smell blood in the water, they go investigate. That's the same thing. You're basically putting the aroma of peaches into the air, and bugs will come and find it. So like in a spot like this too, like look at these are all together. Pop a bunch of these off. The smaller ones, pop off the smaller ones, leave the larger ones. If there's any crowding together, I'll leave them for now. And if, you know, one of them gets damaged by a bug, I'll tear that one off. And, you know, there's so many on here, okay? I probably need to prune off at least 50% of the fruit that's already on here, if not 75. And I would still come out with a basket full. I mean, it's just, you look up here and you see that branch, it's fallen over. That needs to be pruned. I don't want to cut branches though, okay? Don't want to cut branches because I feel like that's just going to create too much scent. Picking off peaches and then coming back through with a spray of like garlic, you know, witch hazel, mint, something like that to mask over the peach smell is what my plan is. And, you know, doing that with a branch is a little bit more difficult. I mean, because then you can even smell, you know, the scent of the peach tree when you cut a branch. So imagine how good an insect from how far away is going to be able to pick that up. So I don't like to prune back branches during this time of year. I wait for the fall after the fruits have come off, if at all, until the winter once the leaves have fallen and the tree has gone dormant. That way I'm able to look at the entire skeletal structure of the tree and determine how I want to shape it from there. Like right now, this tree, it's too wide, okay? I like it, but I don't want it that wide. All right, I got a lot of mass on this side compared to this side. This side right here is good. This side right here, I need to chop back, you know, a large portion of like this right here, crop it off at the top, and maybe take out one of these branches on the inside to really open it up. All right, so that's basically my plan for this tree right here. But I'm not doing any of the branch cutting right now. Just getting the fruits under control, keeping the tree sprayed with insecticide and pesticide or fungicide to keep the bugs down. That way I can actually have fruit this year, and it's looking like it's working. Another trick I'm using, see, we got ants. Man, ants carry aphids up the tree, and then they'll farm the aphids. All right, most of us have heard this. If anybody's farming for more than, you know, a few years, you've likely heard about how ants and aphids have a symbiosis. Well, if you see here, you see this waxy like substance? That's Vaseline and Irish soap. I came through and I scraped a bar of Irish soap around the band of a tree, around a band of the tree, and then I came back through over top of it with Vaseline and rubbed it in. And as you can see here, the ants are not having an easy time getting up this tree. Look at them all massing up right there. They don't want to cross it. And then on the other side of it, they're trying to come down the tree, and they're having to go back up and find an alternate route. Which brings me to another point. Watch your contact points on your tree. If your tree is next to a fence, if it's touching that fence, them ants will climb up your fence just to get to that branch, because one ant will figure out how to get down, and it'll leave a scent, and it'll tell the other ants that's how you get up the tree. You know, that's our contact point now. So ants will damage your tree because they will bring aphids in, and you will get aphids on your fruits, and the aphids will start sucking out the chlorophyll, you know, and then it'll bring in other bugs because it creates scent, and then it lets every other bug in that neighborhood know that there's a big tree here. So come out and shake your tree, pull off any of the peaches that are obviously stunted. Watch for branches that look weighted down, you know, relieve that so you don't break branches. You don't want that. Stay up on your chemical regimen. As far as I know, there's no organic solution to the problems, you know, like plum curculio, weevils, stink bugs, Asian beetles, you know, that kind of thing. There's not really an organic, you know, chemical that we can use that really keeps the insects at bay, quite like, you know, just a good old DuPont chemical. Something you don't want in the water. But anyways, so that's pretty much it for now. I think I've been rambling on for 9.5 minutes. Thanks for watching. We'll keep you updated. Hopefully we'll be eating some of these soon.